Hello, good morning. It is time for the April month in review for my diamond paintings. I'll get back with the Pokemon cards soon. Um, Here's from the Advent calendar. Here's May, and here's April. Sorry. There's this one that I did. The only enhancements that I did was you can see where I've kind of got crystals sprinkled in on the background, and then I've added them in a couple of the stars there. And then I did outline a couple of the things that weren't. So there's that. I like these little ones from Amazon. Perfect size. Okay. And we have these are from that brand Luo Pixel. The only problem with these is they're on cardboard, and the cardboard warps with whatever the temperature's like, right? And so you get like this, so you get some popping drills. That's all I've noticed, but so I do prefer to work on the ones that are canvas, but these are fine. So I've done a few of those. There's a llama that I did. Monkey. Okay. There's this partial from Diamond Dots. I really like how the eyes turned out, especially with such a small painting. They turned out really well, I think, anyway. There's this one, which is from this brand, the Figured Art, which is like a budget kind of a company, but one that doesn't have the stolen art, essentially. And there's a zebra. I did with these, I've changed some of the colors. I think that's kind of cool to just take a color and put down whatever seems to fit. I will have extra drills from previous projects in a big tray. And so sometimes with these smaller projects, what I'll do is I'll figure out what sort of a tone it is, and I'll pick a color, and it might not be the color that it should be, but I think they turn out kind of cool. So this is one I did that with, and then I did that with the lion here also. You see, I like it. Here's a very little one from Oroloa. I added the necklace here. Get you closer. You can kind of see what I did there, right? And then I did the back. I did the frame around the background. There was this pack of flocked partials from Diamond Dots. So this is that set. I did these all four at the same time. It was easier that way. Got that one. Here's this big partial from Diamond Art Club for autism acceptance more than awareness, you know. This one is called Splash Dog. I think this one is a Diamond Dots is the brand, I believe, on this one as well. Here's this one. I did this for the Kettner event. I had this set of these mini chibi girls from Oroloa, but you can see they're like the same size, but they are a partial as these small ones, but you get a set of them, so I like them. I've got the other set on the way. This one reminds me of Princess Peach. This one reminds me of Pomni. That's probably supposed to remind you of somebody, but not anything that I recognize. There's another one. A little deer girl. The Liubka event was going on, and this was the only one that I had. I missed out. I really wanted the other ones with Diamond Art Club that they came out with over this last month or so, but no luck. Maybe next time. This is a custom that I had done. It's of a photo of one of our hamsters. His name is Oreo. He's a teddy bear or a Syrian hamster, black and white. So looks like an Oreo with the white in the middle. So I'm going to hang that one up on my wall where I have the pet ones done. And then we've got this one that I did for the Kettner event, and this one Mom had brought me the DP with Sparklers enhancement kit for this guy. So I do have that. You can see here all the bubbles and sparklers and all that kind of stuff. Everything's there. I know I ran out of a couple of things, but honestly right now I don't remember, and it looks like you can't really tell. So whatever I did, it worked out all right. Oh, except for here, I do remember one of them ran out of this color of the bubbles for the moon here, so I just added in some blue because that seemed to fit with the coloring. And I think I ran out of the other color of bubbles too, but I think those just weigh a little differently. Okay, now I have been going ham on my minis. So there wasn't that many full-size diamond painting canvases, but here we go. I don't remember the brands. I think these are Paint Gem. This one's upside down. There we go. That one. These ones I did that same thing where I kind of used whatever colors I happen to have out, and I made them work. These guys was a set of plants. I know I didn't finish the complete set, so you'll see the rest of it with the May completions. Don't ask me to name any of these plants, of course, because I will not know. That one. And these ones, remember, are the ones that I like to do when I'm sitting in the living room, which I usually move to the living room around somewhere between 10 and 12. So whatever time I wake up until then, I diamond paint in the kitchen and do kitchen chores. That one. Okay, here's a few that are on that cardboard again. Falling all over. Here we go. Here we've got Sugar Skull. We've got that one. This one. That one. Okay, I think the rest of these are on canvases. There. I like how I changed the colors on the castle. It was supposed to be just a regular old gray castle, but I dig it. There's another one. Not as happy with that second castle as the first one, but hey, it works. Here. There's a little dragon. Must have had a lot of red and yellows out in my tray for these few days I'm seeing. I know this Polaroid camera was charted as just being a gray Polaroid camera, so obviously changed the color on that one. These are these little guys. These are from, they might be Jaded Gem Shop, but I might be misremembering. But these are tiny. They're about a little more than half the size of a mini Dazzle, so I apologize for everything not being turned the same way, but this is what we're doing. The strawberry. There's another castle. Not as happy with that one. Owls. Go there. Butterfly. Lion. Bird. Mixtape. I remember making those. A good flower design. Another flower from the Day of the Dead Mini Dazzle set. And these are probably the 90s VHS here. And there's a swan. Koi. Butterfly. This is another set. I'm just forgetting what brand. Oh, no. Yeah, I don't know what brand these are. I forgot. And I'm not going to go look at my book. So, I was rewatching Law and Order SVU. So, this has the Statue of Liberty in it. I think that's why I picked this set to do. That's what I was watching when I was doing these. There's that. Nice snowy one. We did have some snow in April here in Wisconsin, of course, because it's Wisconsin. Another leaf. I made it super colorful. Drink. Fall leaves. Ginkgo. There's a bonsai. Nice colorful leaf again. Look what I did to that garlic. I dig it. Pyramids. Tower. Castle. Cool leaf. Cool leaves. I must have had 2 sets of this one and just did them both. Yep, that's what I did. I did one more of the regular colors and one where I did a lot more color changes. There we go. Let's slide you guys forward. The other half. The rest of... Oh, hey, goodness. Well, we'll get those in a mo. Should probably be tossing these in a little basket, I guess. I'll do that for this month. There. I think these all turned out really well. I gotta take some time here this morning, and I'm gonna put these in my little binders and all that sort of thing that I have going on for them. I apologize for not completely flipping all of these, but you can tell. Okay, here's some mini gem. These are Forever Young mini gem. They're ones, again, the ones on the canvas are fine. I just hate their ones that are on that cardboardy material. They don't stick. The glue's not even. It's a pain in my butt. And we're paying money for this stuff. Shouldn't have to deal with it. So that's my 2 cents. But I really like how these turned out. This little cola house. This was my favorite one. I think there might be 2 sets of these in here. I don't remember if it was 1 or 2 sets, because this is more towards the beginning of the month. Strawberry house. Dragon fruit house. Pear tree house. What do we got here? Lemon. Banana house. Cheese. Okay, these are those Blinkety Bites, because I did my set of these also. It's a bummer. I saw their new ones. I know they're going to be higher, quality, but the price is also going to be about doubled. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to buy any more of the sets of those. That one. The bunny rabbit. Tory Gate. There's the camel. tiger, little elephant. These little animals were so cute to do. I love them so much. They're so cute. Again, colors may vary because I'm not promising I'm using what is charted. But anyways, that's what I got for April. Look at that stack. All right. Thank you very much. Toodles.